What's up, nerds? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be the sister video to the strength training fitness raw footage compilation from February, all of the lift progress. This is going to be the nutrition and calorie and warm up and in between strength training sessions and dynamic stretching and all of the extra stuff that goes with the fitness training. This is going to be the second part of that. So let's hop right into it. First, starting off, with a little calorie and nutrition breakdown. So, first off, so calorie and nutrition breakdown. First off, the first week of going through all of this, I had an entirely different nutrition plan, grocery list. So I was 60 grams under my nutrition goal. I wasn't taking multivitamins. And after this was when I changed up some of my snacking habits to have more protein focused snacking. And so you could take a look at my calories and take a look at my nutrients, except this is, again, pre my trainer checking it out and being like, bro, we got to change something up. Because you got to remember, this is February. I was tracking all of my calories and tracking all of my nutrition for all of January as well. And after I had the month of January tracked, that's when he looked at it and said, okay, we got to make some changes. So this is the first month of changes, or first week of changes, I should say. Now, week two. Changed it up a bit, changed up in the MyFitnessPal itself, changed up the actual values inside, and so it spit out all this other stuff for what it thinks I should hit now. And the big takeaway was increased protein goals by a lot, and there was a lot of holidays and traveling and different things that made it hard for me to track my calories. And so this week, I keep saying month, this week was definitely a tougher week. And it was followed up by an even worse week where I barely hit anything. And it's amazing I managed to hit my protein goals because I was sick as a dog this whole week. I was eating nothing but chicken noodle soup and chicken. And I was traveling all the time, getting all this different accountant stuff done, getting business stuff done. This was a ROUGH, rough as hell week. However, the last week has been pretty fucking awesome, to be honest. So this is most recent. This is the last week of February. And this is after now being kind of wishy-washy on eating because of traveling, then being sick. Now this is me hitting all of my protein goals like crazy, making sure I'm eating big before training, making sure I'm getting in the all of the tracking for everything, right? Got the new grocery store credit card, got a new grocery store list as far as mandatory pick this up, pick this up, pick this up. And all I need now to supplement this mandatory grocery list is, like chicken, eggs, milk, the perishable foods that I might not always have on stock because Greek yogurt stays good for months. Cooked chicken, put it in the freezer, that stays good for months. So, well, not months, but stays good for a long ass time. And this is additionally, the last note, we have increased training volume. So all of my lifts and all of my stuff in the gym now is like 6 reps more or 5 reps more. So that's why I definitely emphasized eating and getting my protein goals and making sure that I hit all the values. That being said, I didn't hit all the values. I did better at increasing some stuff and worse at increasing others. So if we look at the progress over the week, it's tough because again, the being the sick, the travel, the different holidays, things like that. But you still could take away some things from all this data. And so the average calories brought the average calories back up, which was nice. Protein goals, super high, increased all of my protein goals like crazy. Some of the carbs, fibers, sugars, fats, etc., some of that stuff still a little needs some work, right? A little bit of wonking. So MyFitnessPal says I should have more sugar, which I think is kind of hilarious. I think I'm fine with the amount of sugar that I'm having right now. Carbs could definitely increase some carbs. I've got plenty of steamed vegetables, and I've been trying to throw those more into my diet recently, for March's nutrition video. You'll see that for March, I've been working heavily on increasing my carbs to help working out just feel the muscles fill back up, get more satiated. And so when I go and I hit these training sessions with these increased volumes, I've got the energy to do so. And something that really was nice was all the micronutrients, the values on those are not perfect. However, they are moving in a good direction. Right now, my vitamin C has pretty much evened itself out, which is nice. My calcium was really good, and it got kind of bad. The taking the iron supplements definitely helped even that out, which is awesome. Potassium, I think I gotta start eating more bananas or having more smoothies in my diet. I need to increase that. And then vitamin A, I want to work on. Sodium, I don't care if I have a lot of salt. I drink so much fucking water throughout the day that really doesn't bother me. And the only thing that definitely I need to care, and when I get blood work, something that I'm going to be really focusing on is my cholesterol, because cholesterol definitely increased with all of the eggs, all of the protein snacks. So gotta take a look and see what I can do to bring the cholesterol down. But that is the calorie and nutrition breakdown of this month of strength training. And so now let's take a look at some other stuff like cooking some food, stretching, warming up before, and entering foods into MyFitnessPal. Because now that you've seen this, we'll see how it works all physically in the real world, how that all transitions. Let's get into it. What's up, nerds? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Luke. In this episode, I am working on getting more protein in my diet, so we're going to attempt to make a more protein than anything else breakfast, and maybe kind of, in some health opinion experts spoil it with too many carbs. But I've got a deadlift day coming up, and it's gonna kick my fucking ass if I don't eat something, or not gonna kick my ass, and you've got plenty of fat stored up, whatever. Who cares? I don't give a shit whatever how much you think you know about health and nutrition and everything like that. I'm making breakfast. I need to eat breakfast. I'm not one of those drink water and work out guys. So let's do a breakfast. Let's do it up in MyFitnessPal, and let's take a look at how it all works out. To start it off, the biggest important thing, gotta get my bowl with my weight. I can see my weight underneath. So I was using a bowl previously that was so big that I couldn't even see what was underneath the scale, so make sure you got one that fits on top. I've got my little cutting board with my eggies. Get yourself a nice cutting board and a knife, and then a little chef, Today's meal is going to be real simple. I'm going to be making a veggie omelet with a little bit of additional side sandwich bread, which, again, this is the extra carbs. If you don't want to do the bread, the flaky stuff, then go for it. You can have just this stuff. I personally the extra carbs, it makes me feel good. I like having the energy. It gives my body good stuff to use while working out, so that's why I throw in some of this. Additionally, tiny background for me, I'm like 700, 800 calories short every day right now. And so while these might not be the healthiest, best options in the world to add, you know, I need to figure out a way to fill that calories up. So instead of doing an extra 2 eggs, instead of doing an extra stick of meat, instead of doing, you know, a bunch of that, I'm just going to add one of these, which is like 280 calories, something like that. So all we're going to need really simply, let's go through and do some of the weighing out right now. There you go, 0. All right, so got our frozen vegetable melody. That's going to be 119 grams. We'll remember that for later. And then I want to add about 2 grams of my little calabrese peppered salami little meat kind of thing that I got. So let me grab my knife. And normally I go for like about a thumb's, not the whole thumb, just the top of the thumb for. And that's usually about 20 or 2 ounces. So let's take a look at this now. So 119 up to, let's go 159, which would be 119, so that's 40. So that's pretty good, 40 grams. So let's go now, slice these up a little bit. I personally just like it having the kind of like the chunks in my eggs when I eat them. So I do like a nice 6-part slice or 4-part slice. So I'm not sure what the chef way, but basically, you know, I cut it 2 across, 2 on top, and then slice it down the sides. So I got this nice ending up cube mixture like this. And now, the last part, I'm gonna cube up the cheese as well. I only like a little, tiny little bit of cheese. Only like a tiny little bit of cheese. So, boom, just that like slice. This is more than enough cheese for me. So 158 to unsalted butter, and I just get raw good butter and I use it. I don't, you know, I'm not the kind of guy that is afraid of using butter. So just if you don't like it, you know, use a little less, use oil if you want. And so first things first with these, I'm going to cover these up, and I want these to cook on a medium flame with plenty of butter for like 5 minutes. Okay, so now there's a lot less of the frozen water and everything coming out of the vegetables. It's not steaming as much. Now it's really cooking on the pan, actually cooking on the pan. So this is the point that I'm going to add in my salami, and I'm going to turn down the heat a bit. And we're going to go down, so if a medium, if you've got it on at like a 5, we're going to go down to like a 3.5, a 4. Oh yeah, and you can see the veggies already starting to get a little browner. So we're going to mix in all the meat. Get a good mix. Nice, very nice. So, got the eggs ready. Break them apart first. And after you break them, take the broken yolks, try and mix them together. Once that's done, then you go deep and in. to pick up. Boom, 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 boom. Pick up. You're making circles. I got a little bit over. Did a little spillage. That's not the end of the world. Well, let me get. Sorry. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're lifting it up from the back to the front, getting a nice. You want to have a nice, like almost like tsunami air bubble, looking at it from the side, because you're lifting up and putting back down, making that nice, a lot of air bubbles, air bubbles, air bubbles. And then the last step, nice, boom, 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 and just you're doing one little whoop. There you go. Oh, gotta be careful, spilling a little bit. I could have used a bigger pan or a bigger bowl. That would have been next time in the future. And there you go. Now you've got nice, super bubbly, super aerated. Look at those eggs. Perfect for scrambling. So now when we add the eggs, we're going to turn from a 3 down to like a 1.5, a 2. And we're going to scramble the eggs into the pan. All the way in. Boom. Nice little workaround. Because the pan's hot, so it'll start, the eggs will start coming together. So while the pan's hot and the eggs are coming, you want to just make sure you get good scramble on the outside. Start bringing it into the middle, get everything nice. And then, spread it all, crack it all down, spread it all apart. Boom, 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 boom. And then again, I like to go on the outsides, get everything nice and ooh, like that. Boom, 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 boom. And there you go. But first, before I forget, gotta add the cheese. Spread the cheese out a little bit, nice little chunks. I'm really not a big, super big cheese guy. That's why I do these little chunks and I spread them out. You could see kinda, I could probably have used like a little bit, a little teeny little bit less cheese. But overall, that's a pretty good spread. So let's put this down to melt, and then once that melts, it'll be flip time. Okay, cheese is looking pretty good. Let's give this the old flipperino. Oh yeah, there we go. So we're gonna get it nice and on the edge, get the side. This part's gonna come forward. Let's just give it a flip, baby. Woo! Not bad. Not bad. A little bit over, a teeny little bit of spillage, but overall, sheesh. Now we let that cook, and we're donezo. The final step, you can turn this off, heat's off, take the pan, cover it. Woo! Sheesh, look at that shit. Goddamn. Now it's time to add all the ingredients into MyFitnessPal. So we are going to add a food, we are going to make breakfast, we are going to create a recipe, enter ingredients manually. So it's going to be deluxe veggie omelet servings, 1 serving, boom. So now we're going to add ingredients. So we had frozen peppers and onions. We're going to search that up. Frozen peppers and onions. Serving size 1 cup. Nope. We're going to go down to grams. Grams, 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 grams. I'm going to go with fluid ounce, even though it's not exactly the same. 119. Nope. So it's not fluid ounces. So let's take a look. And millimeters. They don't have grams. One cup. It's definitely not 20 calories. Ah, here we go. Serving size, 1 gram. Yes. Frozen peppers and onions, so we're going to do 119 grams. There we go. Boom. Now we're going to add, so we get peppered salami. Oh, salami. Boom. Peppered salami, 100 grams. We had 40 grams. Boom. Now we had Havarti cheese. One slice, 20 grams. And we had 1.25. Boom. Now we're going to add eggs. 3 eggs, large. Then we're going to add 1 biscuit. Flaky biscuit, 1 biscuit. And then we're going to add, what was that? Restaurant style salsa. Supposed to be restaurant style salsa. Tostitos. Boom. And we're definitely going to have like 3 or 4 tablespoons. Let's 3 times 6 tablespoons. Let's do 5 for 10 tablespoons because that's pretty accurate. And then we've got everything else added. Next, boom, 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 save. And there we go. Add to diary, deluxe veggie omelet. Oh, here we go. So I got to go to meal, deluxe veggie recipes, deluxe veggie omelet, boom, add. There we go. All set. Time to eat this bad boy. Okay. So, the vitamin stack is G-Test I'm trying out from Harder Than Last Time Supplements. I've got iron, D3, magnesium, fish oil, zinc, men's once a day, which I could probably get rid of, ashwagandha, and apple cider vinegar gummies. The other way that I track myself is I come in the morning after I'm done over in the bathroom brushing my teeth or doing whatever. I come over here and I write down my weight and I write down a little bit about my day, a little about what I eat, a little bit about just reminder stuff. And this is just how I like to do a little bit of journaling right now, get myself started at recording stuff. It gives me a lot of room. It's right here in the kitchen, so I can do. It's got a lot of access. It's nice when the sun's out, nice in the morning, all the natural light. So I just like this way of journaling for now. And I do have an actual book journal that I use. However, it's not for like my fitness type stuff, whereas this is, fitness, groceries, some stuff about the workout, how it felt, if I've got any injuries, if I was sick. Over here I was sick for these times and for all the workouts and everything. What's up, nerds? Welcome to the voiceover section. The room behind me has a Zumba class going on, which is playing some DMCA music, so I figured I would do a little voiceover. Basically, my stretching routine is focused on lower body and lower back stability, mobility, flexibility, getting all of that just really improved. So I'm doing split legs because I want to get some better hip mobility. I'm trying to get that knee closer to the ground, tucking in that ankle, and really getting a good stretch on. You had seen previously I had both legs out. Now we're transitioning into a little bit of a butterfly. Again, we're trying to increase that hip mobility. You can push on the outside of your knees if you want to get a little bit of better of a flex on. This is one of my favorite all-time stretches where you're really opening up the lower back and you're ending up pushing your knee into the ground or extending your leg using gravity to help get that extra little back crack and getting that nice juicy blood flow and getting all of that, again, just mobility, everything like that just improved with these stretches. And after we do these ones, we're going to stand up and do a little bit of dynamic stretching, more for the ankles, more for the hips. And this is really just one of my favorite low back stretches of all time. Then after that, we do a little bit of the ball curl. You can pull your knees into your chest and hold that for as long as you want. That's a great one. Getting a little bit of the low back again with some of these cross-legged, body twists. I'm not even sure how you describe those things. It's just something that I've been doing my whole life to keep flexible. So again, after we're done with all of that static stuff on the ground, we're going to stand up and do a little bit of some skier flexion. We're trying to keep our ankles on the ground. We're not trying to lift up. And then we're going to end up with a nice little just bent over, gravity fed stretching. This is just what my generic stretching routine is. Thanks for making it this far in the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little bit about anything fitness related, anything wellness, fitness, healthcare related. Hopefully some of this stuff makes sense and you'll be able to use some of it moving forward in your own life, because once you get some of these routines set up, once you start building up discipline, the rest of it is infinitely easier. So hopefully this gives you a little firsthand look of how I'm approaching this and different things I'm doing. And again, maybe, one of you guys out there can benefit from stuff like this. So thanks for watching. I'm going to be changing up content for a little while now that I've gotten this out of the way. I'm still going to be doing monthly updates on all of this. However, it's not going to be a, fitness direction channel now or anything like that. I just wanted to make all these videos, get it all out there, dump all this information, and we'll see how I improve over time. So thanks for watching. Smoke grass, eat ass, deuces.